Gary Vee is a man of many words. Some say he's a snake oil salesman, and others say he's the Web3 prophet. But despite what you might think of the man, he's made a small fortune of over $200 million. 90 million of which he made minting his own NFT collection. Today, we're going to talk about why Gary Vee is speaking up about NFTs. Gary Vee is an entrepreneur, wine expert, and social media guru. He got his start running a wine company with his dad. By 2003, 5 years after graduating from college, Gary Vee grew his family's wine business from $3 million a year in revenue to $60 million. He launched online sales and started a daily video blog on YouTube called Wine Library TV, which he ended after 1,000 episodes. Gary Vee co-founded Empathy Wines and sold it to Constellation Brands in 2020. He's been described as the original wine guru on YouTube, where he gave wine reviews, held testings, and offered advice on which wines to purchase. He stepped down from the wine business in 2011 to focus on building VaynerMedia, a digital advertising agency he founded with his brother AJ in 2009. VaynerMedia provides social media strategy services to companies like Pepsi, Anheuser-Busch, and Hulu. He's also the chairman of VaynerX, a company that holds media properties like Tracer. Gary Vee also founded the Gallery Media Group in 2017, a VaynerX subsidiary that houses new outlets 137pm and Pure Wow. Gary Vee has been talking about NFTs consistently for the last few years non-stop, but could honestly care less if you follow his word.
You're not advising people to buy crypto.
I'm not.
People are asking
ready
you,
for this?
you hold some crypto,
ready for
but
this?
you're not out there
I'm not
selling.
advising anybody to buy an NFT. Could give a like I'm talking about my observations from a very selfless and selfish point of view. Selfless that I believe people will benefit if they do their 50 hours of homework off the spark of this excitement. Selfish because I'm gonna clip all these clips in 9 years and be like, told you.
Gary Vee says he got his start in the crypto world when a friend kept asking if he had heard about various tokens and NFT collections.
Literally the next year at South by again, because we used to jam and do this thing, he brought up Ethereum. He's like, remember last year we talked about this? Now look at this. And that one clicked because I understood the developers on top of it. At that point, I'd picked up on a little bit more. So it was really then I bought a bunch of ETH for like 6 cents, and I was like, okay, this is something that's intriguing. Let me put it over here and keep an eye on it.
These conversations eventually led to an interaction with Roam, where Gary Vee learned about NBA Top Shot, which led Gary to do his 50 hours of research, and then he met Kevin Rose.
Top Shot exploded in September. I missed my window to go crazy there. Then Kevin Rose, the founder of Dig.com, really the face of Web 2.0 before social popped, said something in a conversation with me in December we were talking about X-Men comics and Jordan rookies, and he's like, do you have a CryptoPunk? And I was like, what's that? And that led me down a huge path, which culminated with in early January, me saying, oh my God, this is here.
From that moment, Gary realized that NFTs were like any other socialized object, or could be. That's where he found himself in a unique position early on in the life cycle of NFTs. You see, as you look at the popularity of the internet in the 90s and compare it to the popularity of crypto now, you can actually notice a lot of similarities. Mainly that the crypto and NFT business is growing at the same rate, which may lead many to believe that the NFT and crypto market hasn't even seen its peak yet, and who honestly knows when that will happen. All that to say, there's so much potential still out in the ether. But you may be asking yourself, what does Gary Vee really know about Web3 and NFTs? We at least know Gary has enough knowledge about the space that he will join calls and tell his friends and business partners what to buy in the NFT space.
I spent $500,000 on CryptoPunks because Gary Vee called me and goes, this is the next Facebook. Now, mind you, in March, bro, when Gary Vee called all of his friends and said, this is the next, I swear to God, I go, Gary, we're all like, yo, this guy's crazy, dude, it's Gary Vee, he was right again. And so I stopped not listening to Gary. I did not listen to him, but just like everything, I wish I would have bought more.
Right.
Can you imagine? Dude, if I sunk $5 million into punks in March, I'd be worth $50 million. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Yeah.
And I know Gary Vee.
But if that isn't enough for you, as previously mentioned, he made $90 million off of selling his very own NFT collection called VeeFriends. But hey, Anyone can make a fortune selling their own collection, right? For the record, that's sarcasm. Obviously, a fortune like that doesn't just come out of nowhere. You see, instead of simply selling a digital collection of NFTs for money, Gary's collection expands what NFTs have been used for thus far on the blockchain.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. As we've talked about this, Joel and I, over the time, it's like, this is NFTs and social tokens. Really, I think the combination between the two give access to your favorite content creators in a whole new way, right?
100%.
And you're taking that shit to the next level with these NFTs being specific interactions, which nobody's done.
Gary Vee's idea to sell his time to owners of his NFT is honestly genius, mainly because they believe he's an incredible teacher in revolutionizing the way people see Web3. So wherever there's a fan base, there's money to be made regarding NFTs. You may think it's ridiculous now, but the truth is that celebrities could very easily follow a similar format to what Gary Vee is laying out. An entirely new way to obtain tickets to shows or tickets to just about anything. The implications of this type of NFT can expand a long way. For some, the simple idea of owning a digital property sounds foolish, but if that were truly the case, why is it that so many people desire blue check marks beside their name on social media? I mean, why do you even wear the clothes that you do? We are social creatures, and we socialize through the words we speak and the clothes we wear, so owning an NFT is nothing different than owning the latest pair of Jordans or the latest Toyota. And as our society becomes more tech-based, we will see a massive surge in the socialization of digital properties that can bring a lot of money into your wallet.
Stood up, I know I'm off screen right now, stood up and said, oh my God, the same way I did in 1994 when I saw the internet, and the same way that I decided that I had to go from being a wine retailer to a content social media executor, because this YouTube, Twitter thing I'm seeing on the face of what I saw on Friendster and MySpace was gonna change the internet. So this was the third moment, and it was January when I had my eureka. I very much understand why people wear Nikes, Rolexes, buy Mercedes-Benz, communication, human behavior, and that's why I'm so very focused on NFTs, because I think they represent social communication in a way that other things come natural to me, and that's where my focus is.
But with all said, if you've enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all things crypto and NFT. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.